Hey guys, welcome back to Startup Central. So today we're going to be taking a breather from those airdrop hunting videos that we have been producing as of late. And today we're going to be focusing on a crypto gem that I think has a ton of potential. It still has a low market cap, but it has a lot of utility and it might change the Bitcoin blockchain, the way it works and the way people see it and transact on it. So without further ado, let's get started. Perfect, guys. So if you have ever transacted on Bitcoin, and I'm sure you have at least purchased some Satoshis, you have found that that blockchain in particular doesn't have smart contracts and it's kind of limited on what it can do. And that's why Ethereum and Solana and all those other L1s and L2s have been gaining some traction. And specifically, you cannot do like smart contracts and on the Bitcoin blockchain. So if you wanted to trade Bitcoin, you would have to wrap your Bitcoin, send them to an L1 or an L2 or who knows where, and that would no longer be native Bitcoin. And then you have all those threatening things that could happen to your wrapped Bitcoin or exploitations during the bridging. So this is one L2 for Bitcoin, which is kind of a new thing. An L2 for Bitcoin will allow the blockchain to gain more usefulness. And as you know, guys, utility is one of the main things that causes a crypto to be adopted. So this project is called Microvision Chain. It already has a token. It is a small cap, but I think it has a ton of potential to grow, maybe do a 10x, or it depends on you and I if we adopt it, even to do 100x. Who knows, guys? So I'm going to show you my browser and we are going to see what it is, what the price is, and what is a good entry level for this token. So we're here. The website is microvisionchain.com and they claim to be the blockchain for Web3. Now, a lot of blockchains could claim that, but let's see what is their unique selling proposition. So they are merging Bitcoin with smart contracts with a decentralized ID, which I will speak about in a moment, and scalability. So these are problems that need to be solved for the blockchain of Bitcoin. So no smart contracts, decentralized ID is kind of there, but not exactly. And Bitcoin has a scalability issue, which is another good thing of the blockchain because it allows for the price to be increased. However, L2s, as in the same way that they work on Ethereum, help enable a limited blockchain to grow faster and potentially, gain more usefulness. So if you have been trading on perp dexes on, let's say, L2s or Solana, you know what I mean. They are really, really fast. You don't even remember that you are using a blockchain when you are trading in them. And that's because they have an amazing throughput. They have a lot of, thousands of transactions per second. There are a lot of blockchains that are kind of trying to solve this for Ethereum, but almost no one is doing this for Bitcoin. And as you know, Bitcoin is the most dominant crypto, the crypto that everyone around the world that doesn't understand crypto, they know about Bitcoin. So if they manage to do this well, and it seems to me that they will, then this blockchain, their services, and the price of the token is going to increase a lot. So let's see what they are saying they are. So I'm going to click on how MVC works. So MVC is a scalable blockchain for 8 billion users with layer 1 DID. So that's a decentralized ID. So they want to be the provider of an ID for the whole world. So that's 8 billion users. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to have that adoption real fast. It depends on how they execute on this. And this is why I'm excited because, as you know, guys, I come from the startup world. And if they execute well, the scope of what they could do, and of course, Cardano has tried to do this as well. But if they gain traction and if they make the right connections with the government or convince people to do that, the adoption would be huge. Okay, so they say they are the most scalable blockchain in theory. So they can store data and execute smart contracts on one blockchain with no limit. It can outperform all existing blockchains by providing the ultimate scaling solution. So I have heard about unlimited scalability on Ethereum. This is the first time I hear it in uh, Bitcoin. So we will have to see how it turns out. So right now, you can actually test this network. You can trade on it and see how fast it is. So the other USP or unique selling proposition is they have DID, decentralized ID, is the foundation of Web3 applications. Yes. And so there is a privacy concern with this. So as long as they allow you to identify yourself without revealing a lot of information about you, then I would be in to provide or trust them with my digital ID. Otherwise, this could be like CBDCs, guys, which are supposed to be your ID for the government. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that's what they're trying to do. They have a high performance UTXO smart contract. So they are built with the first high performance smart contracts on UTXO model. I don't know what a UTXO model is. And guys, I'm very honest with you. When I don't know something, I just say it. I don't mind. But we can research what this is, which satisfies all the commercial scenarios with high functionality. So I would guess that they are trying to say we can compete with any L2 or any L1 like Solana. Scaling is major challenge in blockchain industry. So they're missing an A. Scaling is a major challenge in the blockchain industry. And I'm not a native English speaker, but I can see that this wording is not perfect. But anyway, we're not grading them on their English skills. What is our scaling solution? Adopts the UTXO model to achieve high concurrency, big block scaling strategy, pass through tests for years, operates POW mechanism. So I'm guessing that's not prisoner of war. To ensure high-level decentralization. So they grow in parallel. So the more nodes that are brought to work, they can expand unlimitedly this network. The same way that some L2s on the Ethereum ecosystem work. Again, applying parallel computation algorithms for experts in high performance computing to maximize the node's performance. So this is cool. I mean, I want to see their execution, but so far, everything they're proposing, and again, guys, they are solving a problem, which is very important for startups. If you're not solving a problem, you're just a copycat, and then your market share is going to be split among all the copycats. But they're doing this for Bitcoin, and that's their main focus, their main proposition. And it so happens that Bitcoin is the largest crypto in the cryptosphere. So I think they're off with a good foot. Let's speak about their ID. So to say this, born for Web3 applications, yes, a number of them, especially if you are talking about real world assets, yes, you will need a DID because that merges with the real world. So you need that. Support chain crossing. So it appears that their ID will work on any blockchain, achieve data interoperability between apps. So yeah, this is basically you can use any dApp or any protocol with their ID, etc. And then they speak about the meta contract. I'm not going to read all this because I don't want to bore you. You could come here. I just want to explain what they're trying to do. They say they are unparalleled among all blockchains. What makes them unique is that they are doing this for Bitcoin, and of course, they're merging the digital ID with all the rest of their business propositions. They basically discuss when they started. They started the first month of 2022, so it's been 2 years, and this for the blockchain is already they have a lot of history, and there's a lot of altcoins that just are born and killed in a year. So it already speaks good of them. So they have their mainnet already working, if I remember well. They don't state it here, but we'll see. Then they say who are they partnering with. We would have to delve deep into who these are. And that's basically who they are, what they're trying to do. So let's go and see the numbers. I want to see the market cap. So the market cap is $52 million. So what this means is they are a small cap, but not so small. They're not just $1 million or or less. When you're approaching the 50 and above, they're kind of stable, and of course it means that they don't need billions of dollars to 10x. They use, with $100 million, they would 3x, and $100 million in this bull market is really easy to achieve. So let's see the circulating supply. It's around 10%, which is okay. It doesn't say when they're going to be printing all those other space. That is their token. But for now, if you want to 10x during this bull market, and this is not financial advice, guys, but it seems to me it's a good bet. So let's see. Let's do some technical analysis on this. The price of this token, let's see, on a weekly basis, it's going up. You see the uptrend. It started at 1.5, so it already did 20x. So if you had invested here, you already would be jumping around. Now, as with all other tokens in the cryptosphere, this token came down from 25, from around, that's it. Let's say it already achieved a $30 mark to 17. So you would have gotten like a 40% discount if you had bought a couple days ago. Now it's going back up. And what is interesting to see is that when the general market is down, those tokens that are recouping, that are going back up, are the ones that have a bright future this cycle. So I can see that we are going up. We already kind of claim this upside, and there we're going to mark this with a horizontal line, because this is a ceiling or a resistance. So as you can see, this today, the price went all the way up, hit the resistance, and came back a little bit. So it's not the cheapest it's ever been, but still the price is to 23. The all-time high is 35. So that's around 7. So it's around 25 to 30% off the highest price. And this is a kind of a new token, guys. So we are on a weekly basis. Let's see the daily basis. As you can see, we just marked this upside, that's the ceiling. So it is bouncing sideways. And right now, when the whole market is going down, if a token is going sideways, is already good signs. It means that when the market is recouping, is going back up, then this token will potentially go up in a stronger way. So I already purchased a little bit. I'm looking to purchase a little bit more when we go back to this level, to around $20.50. Again, I see a lot of potential on MVC, and what they're doing is they're solving a real problem. So there's a lot of altcoins that either they're solving a problem that no one has, or they're solving a problem that 100 more blockchains or companies or protocols are trying to solve. They are kind of unique in this sense, so they can capture more of a market share. Now, where can you buy this token? You can buy them in all of these exchanges, notably MEXC, BingX, which is kind of new, but is growing, and CoinW. So no really, really big exchanges, which means, guys, when if they get listed on, let's say, KuCoin or Binance or one of the bigger ones, the potential for this token to go even further up is higher. So I believe that we are at a perfect time to buy this token. Again, I'm trying to, because I already purchased some of these tokens, I'm trying to catch them around $20.50. But if you don't have any, it's still priced fairly, I think. Again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research. But it seems to me, we go back to this technical analysis, and it's a very simple technical analysis. I mean, we could do some more work. Let's do that. Let's do that now. So you can see there's an uptrend. It starts around here, and it goes. So we are in an uptrend, and I think kind of, you see this formation, this shape formation, and it's coming from the upside. So let's go back to the weekly, and you can see how this plays out. So again, guys, $20.50 is a good entry price, and I promised you I would tell you what I would think is a good entry price. Right now, what's going on with Bitcoin? I think that everyone is waiting for the ETF approval. It might come next week, and that's why a lot of people are selling their altcoins and buying into Bitcoin to catch that growth in price. I don't think, well, we will see. I don't have a crystal ball, but I think that after the ETF approval, the price of Bitcoin will rise. It will rise for a period of time. It might bring some of the altcoins up, and this is why it's notable that MVC is trading sideways right now when all the market is going down. You can see this number, but some of them are going down 6%. Some of them are 12%, 5%, especially if you go to the meme coins. Let's see what else we have here. In the Cosmos, today in the morning, the Cosmos sphere was down a lot, but we see, Arbitrum almost 10% down, APT, Aptos 6% down. So you can see some of the tokens are going up, like Flow, and then Space. Space is actually 2.62% when other, like Say, is down 10%. So let's conclude. What are my conclusions about this token? One, I think in the world of startups, of solving a real problem, and that's how Amazon became what it is. That's how Google became what it is. They started by solving a problem, and the larger the problem, the more money they can make. So I believe they're solving a good problem. There could be a day where everyone is using the Bitcoin blockchain and forgetting about other L2s or L1s. I know there are people who won't love this idea, but this could be a potential scenario, especially since it's a small percentage of humanity that's already participating in crypto. If you ask anyone, have you ever heard of crypto? They will equate it to Bitcoin. So that's the first entry step into the crypto world for almost everyone. So if there's still 7.5 billion people not trading crypto, they will start with Bitcoin. Now, I started 5 years ago, and when I started, there were a lot of things that did not exist, including I could not do smart contracts on Bitcoin. I had to use Ethereum for that. Ethereum was ultra expensive, and I'm really not an Ethereum lover. So I do like Solana, and I think they're doing a really, really good job on solving these issues. But people love Bitcoin. It is a store of value. So we shall see. What I do think, and again, guys, don't quote me, do your own research. I think this has a potential to at least 10x. That's why I placed a small bet, and I'm trying to get down to that 20.5 mark, potentially 20.4 mark to get more. And when we are in full bull trend after the halving potentially, then we might see this token surprises. So I hope you like this video. I hope you find it useful. I hope you make a lot of money in this bull trend. And if you did like it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Startup Central for more information about how to make a lot of money during the bull trend and the downtrend. See you in the next video. Bye-bye now.